Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Johnny's Drive-In, and today we're going to look at food fighters. Mattel's Food Fighters, 1988, I believe. Very special toy line to me. When they came out, my grandmother, my amazing grandmother, bought them all for me, like the entire collection. Well, except for the variants, because the variants I actually didn't know about their existence until I was an adult. But the whole standard collection with the vehicles and every one of the standard uh, refrigerator rejects or kitchen commandos, I had them all and at a really cheap price because these guys were clearanced out like crazy. For the OG collectors, you guys know back then, they were always at a clearance. $2, $3. You know, the vehicles went for like $5. So you know the prices on eBay are nuts right now. But if you really want them, they're out there. They're just at a price. And we'll discuss all that when we take a closer look. Here we go. So here they are, guys, in all their glory. The 1988 Food Fighters Mattel line. Now, some of them are missing their guns and their backpacks, but these were all the figures that were made, except for this guy. He is a custom, 3D printed custom done by Matt Wysocki of the Facebook Food Fighters group. Thanks, Matt. And let's see, let's go down the line here. Private Pizza, the variant purple or blueberry syrup of Short Stack, Major Munch, standard edition, Fat Frenchie. This is Chip the Ripper, standard version. That is the regular version of Short Stack, Lieutenant Leg. Regular version of Sergeant Scoop. The pink donut version of Major Munch, Taco Terror. Brigadier General, the leader of the Kitchen Commandos and the leader of the Refrigerator Rejects, Mean Wiener. Chip the Ripper Macadamia Nut variant, and Orange Sherbet Sergeant Scoop variant. Now these guys are really cool, and they're like squishy little dog toys. They're made from a vinyl rubber. I believe they're made with rotocasting method. These are like dog toys. Now, like I said, when I was a kid, I had all these guys plus the vehicles, and I just, for some reason, one of the memories of Major Munch is just kind of stuck with me. And it's so weird how when you grow older and now your childhood toys are just so tiny in your hands. I just remember it being a little bigger. But here is his variant, the pink donut version. And I just have, for some reason, I just have memories like smelling this figure when it was brand new and had that weird factory smell to it. And it's just, I think, probably one of my favorites of the line, just because I remember him the most from when I was a kid. And I remember him putting him in the helicopter, even though I think Private Pizza is supposed to go in there. I still need to get that helicopter. Now, this variant of Major Munch is complete from backpack to original gun, and he is going to be very pricey on eBay. This will run you probably about anywhere from $300 to possibly $500 for just this. I was lucky, and I believe, I don't remember the exact price, but it was something like $17 or under that I got him on eBay. And I guess the owner just didn't know what they had, but that was the price they were asking, so I was very fortunate to get it as a buy it now price. And this was probably 3-4 years ago when I did it. So he's definitely one of my favorites. Just the paint apps and the fact that it's like a squishy vinyl, rubber vinyl thing. It's just so cool, and I like the details in the back. So this guy is Commander Cake, and he was an early concept drawing, I think, of a second or third series of Food Fighters that were going to come out, but they never made it into production. The toy line was canceled before they can do so. So Matt Wysocki from BAM Toy Co. on the Facebook group, he and I guess his group of creators, they 3D printed and designed this would-be Food Fighter. And he's a very good match. He is all resin and it's kind of hard, but this is a great addition to the Food Fighters line. And I got him for free because I helped design this thing, which was called the Scooper. Uh, and basically, you put, in the world of Food Fighters, you would put one type of ice cream in each barrel there to load up, and then whenever you wanted to throw some ice cream at the bad guys, it kind of like springs back. It's got like a little actual mechanism in there, some springs in there, and I helped design that. So I got one of these for free, and I got Commander Cake for free. Very fortunate. BAM Toyco also released the refrigerator playset, which was based off of the catalog. And man, I wanted that playset, but it was just too much money for me at the time, and probably still is. So I went ahead and recreated a refrigerator playset the best I could with an existing toy. That will have to be done in Food Fighters Part 2. I will show you guys that. Another figure I would remember the most from childhood would be Lieutenant Leg, just because he's got such a weird face. And the face is like on the back of a chicken bone, like a leg. And I do remember Short Stack a lot. And this is the purple variant, very sought after. Now, this guy's going to run you anywhere, I don't know, maybe $200 on up, $300. They're just so expensive. I did pay a hefty price to get him and the macadamia variant of Chip the Ripper, and they were in a lot with, I believe, like one of these standard figures, and those people selling that, they knew exactly what they had. So I paid like $300 for the lot. But nowadays the prices are soaring on the variant, so I'm glad I got all of them. Private Pizza is another one of my favorites, just because he is pizza and I love pizza. So he's pepperoni and mushroom pizza, and he's got a 3D printed gun that this one actually came with Commander Cake, and I just kind of gave it to him. He's got an original backpack. He's part of the Kitchen Commandos, the good guys. I love how smooth this figure is in the back. It's just so kind of like, it gives you that satisfying feeling. And they're all hollow inside. Ooh, we just kicked the shit out of Chip the Ripper. So here we got Sergeant Scoop in his variant, and I believe they're both good. Though you could play it that one is evil and the other one's good, but I believe this one, the chocolate Sergeant Scoop, has always been the good guy. He's got his original backpack, and I don't have his blaster for either of them, and he's missing one of his backpacks. I really like that the design here, like he's got like a star and a grenade and a medal. So I think this is a really cool idea. I remember, of course, having this one as a kid, but also I found it in my 20s when I was thrifting, and I found one of these Sergeant Scoops, just got it for $1, and I held on to that one for a while, but then I lost it. And all of my original toys are gone, and I don't quite know what happened to them. I may have lost them all, or in the process of moving, they're just got moved somewhere, but I just don't have any of my original figures or vehicles from the collection. So they just kind of mysteriously disappeared as I grew up and lost interest in toys, and had to grow up and go through teenage years and all that stuff. But now I'm back, and I got these guys back, so I'm super happy. Here are a couple of baddies, Fat Frenchie and Taco Terror. Now, for some reason, I grouped these guys together, like if they were to conspire, and like they might have been like best buds. And for some reason, I just kind of figured that they always get into a lot of trouble together. Now, Taco Terror has a lot of detail for his taco shell, a lot of texture detail, and it's just a really cool paint app on it. He is definitely one of my favorites. I love them all. So it looks like he's a taco with beans, and I don't know. You guys tell me what that is. Is that lettuce or guacamole? Tomatoes, and I don't know. Cheese? Is this cheese? And he's got a mean looking face. And I don't know. I think he would be really cool if they made a variant of him. Fat Frenchie has some cool paint apps as well, and I believe there are two versions. I had the other version, but I sold it. But basically, it's just a very, I don't know if it's an official variant. I don't think it is, but the color of the fries were just a little more burnt. They weren't completely burnt, but they were just like a little more cooked. And I have the lighter version. These guys are the fearless leaders of the good guys and the bad guys. Kitchen Commandos, leader, Brigadier General, and the Refrigerator Rejects leader, Mean Wiener. And the commercial, he's got like a Rocky Balboa kind of thing going on in his voice. So I don't know if the hat is like an homage to Rocky, or if it's an homage to like a Mountie or something, like a Canadian Ranger or whatever, or it's just like a Rocky hat, like you know how Rocky has his casual hat that he wears. And then Brigadier General, obviously he's got like a general hat, it's got some stars on it. It is making me hungry for like a manwich or something, because it just kind of looks like a sloppy Joe, but it is a burger. It's got a lot of really cool detail and texture on the sesame seeds. These guys are just awesome. I just love food fighters. This accessory, which is like a flamethrower, is also a BAM Toy Co. creation, and I was given this for free from Matt, my pal at the BAM Toy Co. company. And this goes on any food fighter really. I put it on Chip the Ripper, and I kind of made it look like he like cooks other figures with this, like a flamethrower coming out. But you could also imagine like there's some jelly or jam or mustard coming out of it. Just be creative. And here we have the good versus the bad. Well, we'll continue this in Food Fighters Part 2, where I will bring out the refrigerator playset, the custom one that I built, and we'll see how these guys do in the environment. Thanks for watching. Until next time, guys.